Tonight on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, high school can be absolutely murder, especially when a prank goes horribly wrong. Carolyn Monroe, Simon Scudamore, Kelly Baker, and Sally Cross star in Slaughter High. Someone's not joking around this time.
And welcome to another episode of the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror, Unchained from the Content Nazis. Episode number 6. Yes, coming off of last night's better than I expected Happy Death Day. Great movie. You guys check it out. Anyways, Tonight, I thought, you know what? It's time to go back to the 80s. The gift that keeps on giving great horror. And we are going to review a slasher flick, one of many slasher flicks that have kind of like a school theme. And that movie is, oh my god, going back into the VHS vault. Holy shit. Slaughter High. Yes, Slaughter High. Check it out. It is VHS. Oh my goodness. Now for you kids who don't know what VHS is, we used to watch movies on magnetic strips of anyways, I don't know. Anyway, so there we go. Slaughter High, Slaughter High. What is Slaughter High about? Well, it is a movie about revenge, basically. So, back in the day, a group of miscreant teens decide to play a practical joke, a teeny weeny little lighthearted practical joke on the class geek. Class nerd, whatever you want to call that. I believe his name is Marty. So one of the beautiful teens decides to lure him into the ladies' locker room for some sexy time. And he gets undressed in one of the shower stalls, and when they pull the curtain, lo and behold, the whole gang is there with a video camera, videotaping everything, laughing at his naughty bits, and then, of course, a couple of the jocks decide to grab him, take him to the toilet, and give him a swirly. And if you don't know what a swirly is, well, that's when you stick someone's head in the toilet and flush it, and the water goes around, it swirls around, and yeah, okay, you get the idea. Anyway, so, and if you think that was not asshole-ish enough, they also decide to sabotage his science project. They basically say, "Oh, we're sorry, man. Here, have this really good weed. It was really good stuff." And of course, it's laced with something that will make him need to use the bathroom. Once again, another good reason why you shouldn't do drugs, kids. Especially drugs provided to you by assholes, okay? You never know what the hell is going to be in that shit. Anyway, so he's off evacuating his bowels, and they sabotage his science experiment. He comes back, it literally explodes, fires everywhere, and of course a jar of nitric acid falls and splashes on his face, melting half of his face, and then he's got burns on his hands and his bodies, and it was quite actually horrific. I mean, like attempted murder type of horrific. These kids should be going to jail, but whatever, it's just a lighthearted, prank, ha ha ha. No one really got hurt, except poor Marty, who's now in an insane asylum because the trauma of having his face melted off, whatever. Anyways, so fast forward several years, they are all invited to a big school reunion. And they go to the school and it's abandoned and they're like, what's going on? But yet in their old classroom, there's a wonderful spread of alcohol and food and whatever. Hey, whatever. It's creepy, but let's party anyways. And of course, while they're partying, they're not alone. There's a creepy figure wearing a jester mask, roaming the halls wanting to kill, and that's what happens in this movie. So, what are the scores? All right, Violence and Gore, I'm giving it a 3.5 out of 5. There are some bloody deaths. The big thing about it is that they are creative. That's one of the things I love about 80s slasher films, is that they get to a point where they just gotta come up with crazy ways to murder people. I mean, there's like coat, wall coat hook murder going on. You got freaking riding lawnmower murder, like drowning in what's probably a cesspool. You got electrocution, acid. I mean, it's a cornucopia of violence and nastiness. 3.5 out of 5. Shock value, I'm giving it a 2 out of 5. There are some pretty eerie moments and some good jump scares, but there's kind of few and far between, so I can't really give it like anything higher than a 2 out of 5. So there you have it. Plot, 2 out of 5. Look, this movie is super by the book. It's basically, they did a bunch of assholes, did shitty thing in the past, and now in the present, they are getting picked off one by one by a vengeful murderer. I mean, it's basically prom night. I mean, they're not doing anything special here. In fact, I'm giving it lower points because the ending is super predictable, even though they tried to do like this little weird thing at the end to be kind of creative, but it just didn't hit for me. But also the fact is that there are some things that the characters do that they would never be doing. And I'm sad to say this because the things that they're doing that they would not be doing, would not be normally doing, is so that we can see tits. And so, I mean, I'm not going to complain about you writing in opportunities for tits in your movie, but I am going to complain as a reviewer about how ridiculous it is that your friend just had their stomach explode all over you. You're going to take a bath. First of all, I don't know what locker rooms actually have a bathtub. I mean, it's usually just shower stalls. But whatever, she's taking a bath. I mean, I can understand maybe like cleaning the shit off your face. Maybe like try to find another shirt or something. But like going full-blown bath in a murder situation, I don't think so. And then like a couple characters decide that they're going to have sex. And there are a couple people murdered into this movie. And they know about them. And they know there's a crazy psychopath stalking the halls, and yet they're going to go away from the group in safety, and they're going to go get themselves in a position where they're very vulnerable. I mean, like naked and having sex, you really don't have much of a weapon unless, he's got like freaking, a sword or something. Anyways, just ridiculous. So I'm sorry, I do have to, put aside, my desires of carnal lust and be like objective here, and that's just garbage plot right there. So 2 out of 5. Acting, 2 out of 5. Look, there's a bunch of overacting, and there's a bunch of performances that end up being a little bit grating and kind of stand out. And so I gotta ding it 2 out of 5. Especially the guy who plays like, the class clown. I mean, I don't know. There was something like off about his performance to me anyways. He's supposed to be kind of likable, but he just is like a gigantic douche asshole. So whatever. Nudity. Nudity is a 2.5 out of 5. Yes, those 2 scenes that are completely unnecessary, and not only that, but completely ridiculous to be having, do end up showing some pretty nice action, though it's not very long. And for you ladies, in the beginning of the movie, you do get to see Marty's twig and berries and his buttocks as the guys are tormenting him. So there's that for you girls. Sometimes the ladies get thrown a bone, so to speak. Anyways, whatever. 2.5 out of 5. Enjoyment factor, 3.5 out of 5. This is just a quintessential 80s slasher movie where you just sit down and watch people who kind of deserve it get whacked in creative ways and it's enjoyable. You get some popcorn, you have a beer, whatever, and just have fun. 3.5 out of 5. Overall impression, though, is 2.5 out of 5. It is just your basic slasher movie. It doesn't really do anything to really set itself apart from other movies. Got it on VHS, so it's kind of dark in certain spots, and I don't know if that's just because of the video quality, but it got real hard to see things when it was like kind of dark, and that kind of like threw me out of there. But really, it's just a basic horror movie. By the book, by the numbers, nothing spectacular. They're not reinventing the wheel, but you're not watching Slaughter High to expand your horizons of horror. You're watching it to have a good time, watching assholes get what's coming to them. So, and plus the ending, like I said, is completely like... There is no question like who the killer is. You just know. It's, you know, consider that a spoiler, whatever. There's no ambiguity here. You're hoping maybe they might do something a little different, but they don't. So anyways, 2.5 out of 5, and that averages out to a 2.6 out of 5. So there you have it. Episode 6, Slaughter High. And we have come to the end. What do you think? Have you seen Slaughter High? Tell me in the comment section. I keep asking people to do that. No one's commenting because no one's watching. No one's getting this far. If you have made it this far, you know what to say. Excelsior. But in the end, whatever. It doesn't matter. But hopefully you enjoyed the review. Hopefully you'll go out and watch Slaughter High. I mean, I think it's a fun movie. And, yeah, that's it. Episode 6 in the books, and I will see you all next time, tomorrow night, on the 31 Nights of Halloween Horror. Holy shit, tomorrow's movie is completely fucked. And, yeah, you guys just wait for that, okay? But until then, you stay scary, Internet.